folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. To throw, it's St. Clair. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Trying to find room, it's Singleton. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Creative play design there, but it doesn't get much to stop them from no gain.
The backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They're able to stop that reverse in its track.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. likely going to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down. Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And there's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. And it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. In the red area, it's Jackson.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and brings up a third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead, the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Trying to find some room. It's Singleton. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll run it from the gun. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, he pays for this one. Heads-up play to use his feet to get the first down, but man, did he get blasted at the end of that one.
The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down.
Here we go.
Looking for some space. It's Peoples. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
He's running out of time here. With the catch, it's Graham. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Moves left out of the pocket. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Dropping back. It's St. Clair. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. On the move, but can't find the receiver. He's brought down.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
A deep shot to the left side. And the fastball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Running back has it on a screen now. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Wants to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Second down after the incompletion. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Allen. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. Inside the 10. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Point after, not great through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now for the 25. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So the running play stopped on 1st down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. You keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete.
Yeah, see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That's caught. It's Smith. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't punch it in there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, when you're trailing like this early in a game, it makes it very easy on the defense. All they're going to do is have a straight line at the quarterback, knowing he's back there trying to throw the football, trying to play catch-up. Not going to be the last time we're going to see this quarterback on his back.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Pena. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And the Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And a low line drive, ugly punt. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he hauls it in to the 15, still going. What a throw by the freshman QB.
pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
He keeps it. QB draw.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To throw, it's St. Clair. It's a wide receiver screen. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play.
You talk about this defense stepping up, first and goal, and they get the pass breakup, making sure every yard is earned.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big third and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's brought down there.
But great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line. Chance to try to get that touchdown.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. And he's got it, no problem. And that will extend their lead even further.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
First play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Takes the grab, it's Singleton. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking deep to the right side. Wide open downfield. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The receiver makes the catch. That's a nice gain, but he runs out short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Nittany Lions will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. needs a completion here on 4th down. Goes it with the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this 1st half. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass ball is incomplete in the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on 1st down. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hand.
Intercepted, picked off with the defense.
Oh, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he's not going to squander this chance.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
You got 2. You got. Let's go.
Dropping back. It's St. Clair. Catch made in space. Look out. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. They are pouring it on now. Well, the energy really building, Patrick. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Aller. Short completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught. 2nd down now.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the lines. Stop short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kurt, showing some quickness for his size.
And we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, and you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Quarterback delivers quickly, receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Penn State. Great connection there for 6 points. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
And now the handoff. Tough run in there, but not quite enough for a first down. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the move now. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
White 53. White 53.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a big gain. Kirk up some over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Moves out of the pocket. What a catch! He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's a keeper. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11.
Cornhole 88! Cornhole 88!
Claire makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down.
22!
Takes off in a bootleg. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Nice grab. It's Singleton. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion sets up a second down play. Looking for a man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Catch made by the tight end. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation.
Moves!
From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Add 6 more points to the total.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner will be brought down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He shreds the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
And this time it's complete.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Pressure is coming. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And he keeps it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 5. Third down coming up.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, they are not letting up from targeting this stud receiver. He has absolutely got to be driving this defense mad, and they nearly got another big one there.
He'll field the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. On first and 10, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
That's reeled in. It's Pena. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Receiver in motion now. Back to pass. It's Aller. Caught quickly. Breaks into the clear. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Pena. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Screen to the wide receiver. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays. And
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. The reception heads about 7 yards, with fourth down coming up here.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Aller. The pocket breaking down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Point after, up and good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Using his legs here. Now here he goes. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run. And they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked apart today. Stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that team with expectations. Not every team handles that well, but I'm excited to see how they deal with that in the coming weeks. It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. Fights through the tackle. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this